Thank you, Dr. Adrian Hopkins. Our next speaker is Dr. Frank Richards, Director of River Blindness and Malaria Programs in Carter Center Headquarters.
Honorable Federal State Minister of Health, the Honorable Minister of Dams and Electricity, the Honorable River Nile Minister of Health, the Honorable Khartoum Minister of Health and Chair of the African Program of Onchocerciasis Technical Consultative Committee, the Undersecretary of the Federal Ministry of Health, Director of the National Program for Prevention of Blindness, representative of the World Health Organization, Director, Mectizan Donation Program, Lions Club's representative, Professor Henry Abdallah, Dr. Nabil and colleagues from the Carter Center, professors, esteemed members of the Ministry of Health and the National Onchocerciasis Task Force, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to address you this morning on behalf of President and Mrs. Carter and to bring you their greetings and best wishes. In particular, I am pleased to offer the Federal Ministry of Health and River, Nile, and North States President Carter's compliments and congratulations for this long-term and successful effort at breaking the transmission cycle of river blindness in the Abu Hamad focus. Here is the message from President Carter. Quote, "The Carter Center salutes the vision of the Sudan Federal Ministry of Health and congratulates the people of Abu Hamad." Close quote. He reminds us that this celebration includes the people of Abu Hamad, and Abu Hamad shines as an example of common people accomplishing an uncommon task. The Abu Hamad focus was first described in the Journal of Tropical Medicine in 1958. In 1985, Sudanese researchers working with colleagues at Michigan State University published the most comprehensive account of river blindness in the Abu Hamad focus ever done in the Proceedings of the Royal Society of Tropical Medicine and Hygiene. They concluded that river blindness in Abu Hamad was a public health problem and that transmission in 1985 was ongoing. They found 30% of the population were positive for the river blindness parasite. Signs of skin disease from river blindness were severe with scarring and discoloration. And punctate keratitis was found in the eyes. Transmission by the vector black fly Simulium damnosum was highly seasonal and peaked in March. The researchers sought to find other filariases like Loa Loa and Wischiaria bancrofti in Abu Hamad by blood filtration techniques, and they concluded that in Abu Hamad, onchocerciasis was, quote, uncomplicated by superimposed infection with other filarial parasites, close quote. Today, as the result of many years of mass treatment with the medicine Mectizan donated by Merck & Company, we can come together to celebrate and say, no longer in Abu Hamad. This task was not easy. Moving from a stagnant disease control program to an active disease elimination effort was a crucial turning point in the fight against river blindness in Abu Hamad. Abu Hamad is a shining example of a program that was vigorously reinvigorated and reoriented to elimination modes of operations. In 2006, political will and investment was increased by the Ministry of Health. In 2007, treatment interventions were ratcheted up to twice per year treatment, and treatment coverage improved by enhanced community action, especially the involvement of women. Molecular laboratory surveillance was launched. Today, the task is not finished. According to the guidelines of the World Health Organization, Interventions in Abu Hamad must be stopped, and adequate surveillance and follow-up surveys must be undertaken for a period of 3 years before onchocerciasis elimination can be declared. Let us not confuse the terms transmission interruption with parasite elimination. They are two different things separated by a 3-year period of surveillance. I would like to thank the Carter Center's special funding partners in the Abu Hamad effort, the Lions Club Site First program. I would also like to thank Merck and the Mectizan Donation Program and the African Program for Onchocerciasis in the World Health Organization. Professor Al-Mubarak, sir, to conclude. Abu Hamad shines as an example of common people accomplishing an uncommon task. Thank you very much.